Central. We have a full crew today, brought to you by Game Time. Baseball is back. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Clemmer,
yeah,
you went to the Mets game last night.
I
Used
did.
Game Time. Tell me how the experience went.
The game was terrible, but Game Time is great. You can't go wrong Game Time. You know, it's like, oh, looking for something to do Sunday, and grab Mets tickets.
I love it. You went last night. You were like, during the day you were like, let me go do it. Went on Game Time right there. Yankees Mets tickets, easiest app to do it. Go to Game Time. Download the Game Time app today and use code PICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find the great deals on the seats you want. Just pull up your chosen event on the turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app. Yeah, you could also just put in where you are, and it just shows you everything that you can.
Yeah,
go
if you're in
to.
if you're in a city you're not usually in, like if you're on a bit, like when I used to have a real job and I had to go to business trips. All right, I'm in Baltimore. All right, Orioles. All right, there you go. You can go catch games. It's great. Game Time is awesome.
Even concerts too, they'll tell you concerts.
See what's going on in that weird town you're in.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PICKS for $20 off. Download Game Time app. What time is it? Game Time. Full show today. Lots of things happening. Lots of things.
I was waiting for the Bosco. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
No, not this weekend.
I thought we were going to get a troll one maybe this week.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's weird. It's like an event. I mean, the U.S. Open, that rain delay hurt it a little bit. That delivered.
It's probably
third or fourth. Yeah, down the batting order for sure. The trades are crazy.
It's just because it's JJ Spawn.
Yeah,
I think if it was,
I just thought the moment making
was
that
great.
putt was so crazy. He didn't even need
but
to make
not
it.
everyone was so in. The course was almost so you get both with that. You get the course is so hard, it's good. What did he win? He was -1 with that.
-1.
That's crazy. That we had Rom. It was +4 and had a chance.
Well, I took Scotty. I texted you guys. I'm like, anybody?
Yeah, just in
if
case.
he didn't bogey that and got to +3, he had you were looking at guys. I was like, a ton of guys might bogey.
There was a 20-minute stretch where it was just everyone bogeyed, double bogey.
Yeah.
If you got out of a hole with a bogey, it was like, that's good.
Yeah.
If that was Brooks Koepka, this would be number 1.
Sure,
You agree
I
with
guess that's
that?
fair.
And it's no shade to JJ Spawn. Great putt, amazing way to end it. It was also, I love when the course is hard like that. I think it's very fun.
We might see a little. I mean, he was in that playoff with Rory and the Players.
What? Who?
Spawn.
Oh, Spawn. Yeah,
He definitely helped him.
I'm saying, he was. That's the fifth major, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Had Rory.
That that experience definitely helped his nerves.
Absolutely.
Down the stretch here.
I mean, he bogeyed 5 of the first 6 holes to start the
It was
day.
dog shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that shot off
That's
the flagstick.
the mental.
His shot off the flagstick was unbelievable that he was able to even continue the round.
That's
I
why
would
to
just
me
walk
it.
off at that
Should have
point.
left. Yeah.
That's why to me it stood out so much. Just the whole his whole day, just the roller coaster.
That shot he hit on the par 3 or par 4.
The tee shot on 17.
Shot on par 4.
The tee shot on 17. I mean, he went birdie to walk it off.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anyone no one really complained. It just wasn't as, I don't know, because if people like to complain about anything, and if Scheffler won again, people would be like, oh my God, here we go again. But also, I love when there's a.
That would have been hilarious
that.
if he won. Just
If he won that one, on
if he got
accident.
in +3 and that just held.
Yeah. Also, big news: Meek Phil is the assistant coach of Barstool, New York.
July 28th.
Congrats,
Clemmer,
Meek.
go fuck yourself.
Very rude, me.
I mean, you're Benedict Clemmer.
And this was a
You love
coach.
them.
This was our head coach hire. This was not a. This was the once you hire
from
the
the
head.
top.
Yeah, when you hire the head coach, it's whoever he wants to hire.
Great hire.
If he wants to, he could do whatever the fuck he wants. So it's a great hire. That's a guy you want on your side.
So I will say the assistant coach for Kirk Minahan team is Ryan Whitney, a professional athlete, very
What does
accomplished.
he know about basketball?
He doesn't give a He actually hates the game of basketball.
Yeah.
He actually talks about how the NBA is a joke.
And then
That's
on
an
the flip
awful
side, you have
assistant coach.
Meek Phil.
A guy who knows basketball.
Does he?
Watches the NBA.
Way more than you.
Every
J5
single
knows it.
day.
Oh, that's true. Are you gonna get him involved?
J5's gonna give him
Is
information.
J5 on the bench as well?
He's
I can
already.
ask for tips.
Yes.
Yeah, these are all just at his. Yeah, these are all just at his fingertips.
At his disposal.
Resources. Yeah,
His
you got
phone. Yeah, that's a
resources
powerful
everywhere.
phone he's got.
Yeah.
Also,
Two power. You got.
Yeah, so we had the most powerful phones in the Northeast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Wow.
No, it's big. I'm very excited about that. We're not going to spend much time on it because we have a lot to talk about. But it's July 28th. I think it's going to be bigger than we even imagine right now. It's kind of crazy. There's going to be some videos coming out before. There's a lot in the works. Dave's in it. Dave texted Meek, just cold text this morning. I heard you have an interest in the job, and Meek did accept. Imagine Meek just declined.
Like, no thanks.
I'm good, boss.
Yeah, 0 chance I was declining.
But yeah,
I just look at the conversation that would happen, some kind of like little deli or whatever in Berlin, or little kids being like, nothing interesting happens in this town, and like little do they know that night, like fucking a former top 10 NHL draft pick.
Yeah.
Top 10 NHL draft
round.
pick guy, fucking biggest media guy in the world, and like 500 people are coming to watch a fucking.
I just want to like make sure, like, just letting you know, I love Ryan Whitney, right? I want to make sure I say that.
Oh no.
But like, they did trade him and they won a Stanley Cup. So I'm just saying, like, if maybe you need to get him off your team to win.
He's an NHL player. You
Did they
you
win a
freaked
championship?
out because you
Yes.
made contact off of some Major League Baseball. This guy actually played in the NHL.
Yeah, we're playing basketball.
None of that
Not
applies to here.
Yeah, that's other work.
Then neither does Marty's point. Marty's point doesn't apply here either.
Why?
But the Stanley Cup, that applies?
I think it applies. I'm just.
I don't really care for that comment. I just think
I
he's
don't
a
care if that
hockey
comment
guy.
says.
I don't care for that.
Hockey guy, like it's just thrown.
He doesn't care for that
What the
comment.
fuck's wrong with you? You're on my side.
No, because like
Doesn't care for the
it's
comment.
thrown out before that. He's discredited before that. He's a hockey guy. How does that mean anything for basketball?
This guy.
Look at this team fighting.
Still the
I'm
same
hearing
page.
some negative stuff
You know
about
what I'm starting to wonder?
practice.
You know what I am wondering? How are we gonna park everyone there? There's like no parking. Like there's gonna be more people.
Oh yeah, we couldn't. There was no parking.
We barely had spots.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a bus.
They're early.
We're gonna have to get a bus.
Parking on the grass.
But yesterday, huge news. Devers, Boston Red Sox sweep the Yankees. They have some
5 in a row.
5 in a row. They're on the right track. They're
Never had a lead in the series.
in the wild card right now.
Yeah, they.
I think
They'd be half game out now.
Half game. Yeah.
Regardless.
They won 8 of the last 10.
Regardless,
They're half game out.
you're a half game out. You're
Christ, they're a half game out of the wild
yeah.
card.
Yeah.
I remember them being obviously 6 or 7 back from the division, and I thought they fell at one point. Yeah, winning 5 in a row.
They took
Last
5.
time I looked, they were 4.5 or 5
After-
out
They
of
won
the
8 of the
wild
last
card.
10, Rico.
After,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
After June 5th, the Yankees, the Yankees won 9-6 at the stadium. They had a chance to pretty much bury them that weekend.
Yeah.
And then potentially do it again here. Instead, the opposite happened. They let them completely.
They've
back
won
in. They're
5
so,
or
like,
6
life.
against the Yankees. Like they're on the right track.
They haven't played better.
All the
You're
rookies
gonna make
are up.
this trip. You had to make it. This just makes no sense.
Exactly. Let's go through it though. They sweep them. Devers like hit a home run yesterday.
Yeah.
Also like had some good comments after being like the teams are going in the
Past
right
us.
direction.
It's all past
Everything's
us.
past us. Like we're good. And then he's just gets
Apparently,
traded.
he's on the plane.
Yeah, on the
They're
plane.
going west. They're going to Seattle, I believe, and then they go down to San Fran. They play San Fran on Friday.
They're turning it around, right?
But-
They're turning the
but
plane
I
around.
don't think they ever took off, but he was on the plane. He took off. He got in a cab, went back to Fenway, got in his car, drove off. You never see him again.
And when you say Devers gets traded, you're like, oh, they got something back from the Giants, right? They gave back who they just signed, Adams, whatever his name
You
is.
think
Adonis.
maybe
Adonis?
get
Maybe
Logan,
they-
get Logan Webb. They need a pitcher.
Maybe they gave Adamas back. Maybe they gave Webb back. They
Even Robbie Ray. You're like, all right, this guy's pitching well.
somebody. I know who that is.
Yeah.
They gave back a bag of balls. They DFA'd a guy. They actually tweeted the wrong guy they DFA'd first, and then they really actually DFA'd.
and
the
then
guy.
they optioned Harrison. He's
And the-
starting.
Harrison's
he's
in the minors.
Yeah, and one guy is literally has a 6 ERA.
Jordan Hicks. And there's questions, should Jordan Hicks even be a starter? Like, that was a debate. The Giants he's probably better reliever than a starter, I think.
They just tried to do this with Whitlock, so they could do this all over again.
And then Harrison. Look, Harrison is a okay pitcher. I think his ceiling's like a number
He
3
was like
starter.
a decent prospect a couple years ago. You
Yeah.
see what his ceiling is, though.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a number 3 starter, I think,
Yeah.
right? Like he's never going to be anybody's ace.
for all intents and purposes, this is a salary dump.
Absolutely.
This is just
exactly what this is.
because the
I
Giants
don't
are
think
taking.
it's a salary dump. I truly don't.
Well, no, it is, 'cause
no,
they're
I
taking
think
every dollar. They're taking
obviously
all
it's a
250.
salary dump when it comes to it, but it's truly ego. It is the
Oh, that's true.
you paid him $313 million, and he wasn't answering your text, and he wasn't answering exactly what you wanted, and he goes, "I'm paying him too much. I don't want this guy on my team because his ego was hurt." I don't care how much my ego was hurt as a GM, as an owner, whatever it is. I don't give a fuck if you are playing like how Devers plays.
He's the best hitter on the team, and the team has been playing the best they played all
And
year.
he's been playing well. It's
He's
not
been
like
playing
he's
very
like
well.
he doesn't run out some balls. The guy does a lot of shit. And also, I don't think what people are taking into account is that you just signed Alex Bregman, who's been hurt, but he can just opt out now. Why the fuck was he want to stay there? You have this guy. The Red Sox
There's
were
also
doing
all the leverage.
The Red Sox were doing all actually really good things, I thought, coming into this year. I thought, like, getting
Crochet.
Bregman was great. Getting Crochet. They paid Devers the money, which they didn't do to Mookie. They didn't do to Xander.
You gave Devers the money because to satisfy the fans because you let Bogarts and
Yes.
Mookie go.
And you signed him. You got Crochet. You got that. You brought up Roman Anthony. You brought up the other fucking Meyer, whatever.
Yep.
You're
One
doing
out of
all
eight-
those
1 out of
things.
10, you're back in it. Like,
Yeah,
They
right
do
back at
all
it.
those things, and then I'm telling you, it's just simply an ego thing where it's like, because right when they traded him, they tried to do a slander campaign on Devers. And
Also, there's going to be more coming out.
yeah,
They
there
got
is.
their press conference tonight. I'm not
In
gonna
what
say-
world?
You know they'll leak stuff to the Globe too.
Because that's
I don't
Typical
care.
Red Sox, how they do business.
What type of fan you are, I don't know how you can like willingly want to root for the team this year, for the Red Sox.
You got to look at what Devers is leading the American League in walks this year. So
It's gotten better.
not only does he hit power, he also changes, he drives up pitcher counts. He helps the rest of the lineup see what pitches they have. Like, he's driving up counts. He's so many things that he does besides just hit home runs that now the Red Sox just lost. And meanwhile, they got pitchers back, Marty. Who are they going to replace him in the lineup with?
No one.
I guess they're going to go youth, right?
Yeah.
they're
Like,
cheap.
what choice they have?
Boy, oh boy, you're really banking on Bregman coming back and opting back in, and we're signing a long-term deal. And he now
They're gonna
has
sell more.
He now has all the cards in his favor, all the leverage.
You think they're
because
gonna
like, oh,
You think they trade Duran?
No, I think they're going to try to go and try to spend this money and reallocate those resources.
imagine they trade Bregman?
Durant can still be traded just because you can get major league talent back for him. Like, he is under team
You
control.
would think you'd get talent back. For
I think,
Devers.
I think they're going to
the
go.
difference between Devers and Durant is the Devers, they did take on the whole $250 million, whereas Durant's like big cost control. Like,
That's
he probably
a-
has more trade value
That's
than
a
Devers.
absolute steal. Is Posey the GM?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
And
He's like, wow, this
Imagine
is the
that-
easiest job in the world. That's all I gotta do. A call, Devers. Yeah. Are you sure you want Hicks? Is that you don't want any of these guys?
How quick do you think Posey said yes and hung up?
Dude, he probably thought it was a prank call. It's like, and this isn't. We were talking about like the Luka trade. They got back Anthony Davis.
Right.
Like they got back a player that is a superstar. Is it older? Yes. Like it's still not comparable, but like the fact that when I saw they got nothing back, I was like, this is the meanest thing anyone's ever done.
The two similarities to the Luka thing are obviously shock value because you thought Devers, it all calmed down. You had Romy and Toro at first base. They kind of stabilized that position. Devers was cooking at DH, hitting the best he has in a while. They were winning. So, like, there was no thought that the trade would have happened 2 weeks ago, you'd think, when they were at turmoil.
I also think it's fair for him the way he was I think he reacted a little too poorly, like a little too much in the media. But like they paid him to be the guy.
Yeah.
$313 million, play third base.
Yeah.
They told him that you're gonna be a third baseman. And then they signed Bregman, where it's a little all right, well, this is a little fucked up, and that's all he said right away. I feel like, right?
Well, all offseason, because the Bregman stuff was being rumored, and Cora was kind of teasing, and Cora's like, he could be our second baseman. But then they kept telling Devers on the side, like, don't worry about it, dude. And all of a sudden, they signed Bregman. He goes, what? And he goes, no, it'll be fine. We'll play him at second. And then all of a sudden, in spring training, Devers is going to field ground balls at third, and there's Bregman right
Exactly.
with him.
Where
And
it's
then all
like-
of a sudden, and then starts the, hey,
No
we need you to
communication.
DH. No
Yeah.
communication whatsoever. So then Devers finally agrees to be the DH. And, you can look at that and be like, hey, man, it's really not that hard. We're paying you so much money to DH. But at the same time, being an everyday DH ain't easy. It's a whole different, way of
This is
attacking.
where fans are the worst. Like they're like, you're getting paid $313 million. Do whatever the team says. It's like also it's hard to go from every day to DH, like you just said. Like people don't realize it's like, what do you mean? It's just hit every day. It's the easiest job. No, you have to keep your mind in it. Like stay loose. Like it's a different mindset to be a DH every day than play third and and hit. Like
so then Casas goes down with the ruptured patella tendon.
Yep.
So then they're like, hey, dude, can you play first? And he goes, well, you just told me I'm not playing defense the rest of the year. I'm focusing on this. I just finally got accustomed here. No, I'm not doing this. And that
His first
like
quote
the
for the
final
Giants
straw.
was, "I'll do anything."
No,
for the team." No, I'm kidding.
was fake.
I know.
One other thing about Devers too. There's been one player for the Red Sox this year who's played every game. Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
So not only is he, he does have I think his attitude kind of sucks. Like I don't love a
course
lot of
it
the
does.
comments. You know what? He shows up for work every day and plays. That matters a lot more to me than not replying
Let
to
me
a
ask you a
text.
question. Do you think Manny Ramirez's attitude sucked?
Yes.
Do
He
you
threw
think
a
Pedro
traveling secretary down
Martinez's
his,
attitude
No,
sucked?
I think Pedro's attitude's a lot better.
But regardless,
Manny
it
threw his
doesn't
traveling
matter.
secretary down a flight of stairs.
Yeah, bad. But regardless, in just talking baseball, not that bad stuff. But it doesn't. You think A-Rod was easy to deal with?
No.
But it doesn't matter because that's how they play. The way they play is what matters. Yes, it sucks, but
Rod also moved to third base.
he did move to third base.
Yeah. I shouldn't have, but
Why?
He did.
He's gonna hate on
They
Junior.
won a World
he's
Series.
a better player. He was easily
The
the
World
better player.
Series.
Yeah, but that's even more the point. He was selfless.
The only one.
Because I don't care about the not answering the text. Like saying the first base thing, I think is the most egregious. Like just saying like "fuck off," I'm not going to help the team in the middle of the season. That to me is like fuck, dude, fuck you.
But you
You
still
won't-
don't
you just
trade
won't
the
play.
guy.
But I'm saying,
Still don't trade the guy for nothing.
oh no, they shouldn't have traded him.
The
but
way they, you have to also the way they are.
I think
playing
it's
with
more.
him
I
is
think
a
it's
little
more
fucked
salary dump than even ego. Probably like
Oh,
that
I think
definitely.
it's- I think it's
definitely
more
played
ego.
into it. But I think it's.
I think it's more like fuck this guy.
But even
Instead
all
of-
their moves, I feel like before this have been like they clearly have been trying to like not spend money. Like he's like the one guy they spent money on a few years ago. Like everyone's
They
bad.
did
Contract.
extend Crochet.
I guess that's true.
They did extend Crochet. They extended Campbell.
they paid for Bregman.
They paid for Bregman.
Like
You
they're
know what I don't understand? So, like, this communication is kind of the root of this disaster. Okay, Alex Cora played in the big leagues for a long time. The GM, Craig Breslow, played in the big leagues for a long time. This isn't a situation where it's someone like me, some pencil pusher in a room that doesn't know how to talk to a Major League Baseball player. These guys were Major Leaguers. How do they not know how to communicate better to Devers?
Breslow just seems like a robot.
this is an owner move,
But he played
right?
in the majors for
I
so
know,
long.
but everything you hear about him is he's just very robotic, and the way
know.
everyone's a number to him. Cora though is the other side of it.
This is an owner move, though, right?
He had to have something.
no way the GM was like-
I actually don't. I
think John Henry didn't sign off on this?
No, I did.
I think he was the one
But
that
I
led
think
it.
started with Breslow.
Really?
This starts with Breslow.
Breslow and Devers don't seem to get along.
Breslow never gave him that contract. That's Heim Bloom. Mm-hmm. So this isn't the Breslow has never wanted. I feel like he's just never seen eye to eye with Devers.
No, they don't get along.
Red Sox fans were so they were still tweeting at me, but we just swept. It's like, bro, I will get swept every time by you if Devers was if you told me this year Devers won't be on the team and we get swept by the Red Sox.
Oh,
That was the easiest sweep to swallow.
I don't give a fuck.
I was
trade away your best hitter.
Yeah, the one who always kills us.
I was so low after that game ended yesterday, where they scored 4 runs in the series, which I think is their lowest output in a 3-game series in Fenway in 103 years, and they never had a lead. It was demoralizing. It was an embarrassing effort by the Yankees. The moment he got traded, everything was better.
Don't give a fuck. It's also we're in first place in June. It doesn't really matter. And also, yeah, it just truly doesn't make sense. And we really are. This is a year of trades where we're like, you just sit back, like, what the fuck is happening?
The fact they didn't shop him is insane.
There's rumors that I guess
They didn't shop him.
I don't know how much.
One team apparently they called. One other team.
That's it. I thought I
They
saw
probably also
something where
didn't
4
want-
teams were like.
They also probably didn't want
One
to
of
get
them beat
out,
the
right?
Braves.
4 teams were inquired, but they didn't tell anyone they were
They
trading.
probably didn't want to get him. They probably didn't want to get out, right? To cause more, because then it would be like
No, but
more.
you gotta do your due diligence.
I would say if you're gonna
Of course,
do it,
no, I'm
do it to the
no,
best
no,
you
no,
can.
I'm with you guys, 100%. But I'm saying, do you think they just wanted to get it done?
They got back a number 3 starter. The guy should be a reliever.
I'm so with you guys. I'm just talking
it is.
I know,
What's
I
the
just-
reason?
I think they were so hell bent on someone's got to take this whole money, and we don't care who we get it back.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
But
if
Buster
it's not
Posey
being-
was like, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, right. And
it's
what's
also
funny too is the Giants are this team that always whiffs on free agents. They finally found their guy.
200, was it 240 million?
Like 250
50.
left. Yeah, 250 left.
That is
many
zero.
years?
That's nothing.
The Buster Posey part
Many
is
years?
his big.
What's he got left?
That'd be 5.
7?
8 years left.
8 years.
8
Is it
years?
10
8 at 250.
That's a bargain for Devers.
Vladdy just got 500. Soto's getting 800.
Now you could say the only thing is he is 28, but that's not. I'm just
Still good.
But that's honestly that's young.
It is for like a free agent. Like
If
that's
he was
about
a
what
free
would
agent,
be, right?
if-
Like,
Pepper.
If Devers was a free agent right now, how much is he getting?
way more than that.
500 probably. 450.
400
Oh,
probably.
he would show everyone what Vladdy got and be like, I'm a better player than you.
Yes, exactly.
Simple.
And he is a better player than Vladdy.
And also, like,
Definitely.
he was willing to play. He doesn't play like he's not a Gold Glove third baseman, but he also I think was improving. Like he's not like a butcher at third. They just wanted Bregman there. Like it's not
Which
like,
Bregman is a very good defensive third baseman.
no doubt, no
That
doubt.
makes sense.
But he can play. Like if you need him, he can play third.
Now they already have Matt Chapman.
No, he's gonna DH here. But like I'm saying, it's not like
It is funny he's going
He's
to
a
a Gold
permanent
Glove
DH.
third baseman.
I
team.
know.
yeah, no,
Very
yeah,
funny.
that's fine.
But I hope. Listen. Also, we're obviously talking about the one side. The Giants. They've been playing great.
They're going for it.
And they're going for it, and good for them because they also haven't. Yeah, like Hub said, they haven't signed anyone of note.
They're only
Everyone
if
turns him down.
Adames gets going, they need him to like do
Yeah.
anything.
two back to the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, which is insane.
The Buster Posey part of this is big because there's so many like Ivy League GMs that look at Devers' contract. It's like this isn't a good contract. I don't want any part of this. Whereas Buster Posey, he's like, oh, Rafael Devers is a good player. I want him on my baseball team. It's simple as that.
That's it. That's literally. There's no thinking
Like
involved.
there's so many nerds that are like, I don't like the positional value here. It's too much. He's
Like,
kind of
no,
on the older
You're just
side.
inserting one of the best hitters. In the
And
game.
sometimes it's just like watch a game, and it's like, well, that guy's really good.
Yeah, let's
and
get-
this guy
for
is
nothing.
This guy, and this guy are really bad. They have not done anything. We should get rid of them.
I'm extending it to 21 years. Clemmer, you would know off the top of it. I kept doing the math in my head. In the last 21 years, which goes back to 04, the Red Sox have the most World Series titles, right? Of all franchises?
Correct. I think the century you could go back to. Like since the century started,
I mean,
they
is
have
it?
4.
Astros have two. Does anyone else have two?
Red Sox
Giants have
04,
three,
18.
right?
Giants have 3.
Giants have
three.
three. Okay, yeah. So
Cardinals have 2, right?
counting 2000.
Cardinals
No.
have two.
Not counting 2000.
Well, he said 2000.
You can count
I wanted
2000.
to make the
You can
point.
count it.
That would give us 2.
Right. But the Red Sox still.
Oh,
have
I
4.
know. We just.
I'm saying this century though.
Yeah.
No one has
The most,
Red Sox
right?
have the most. Correct.
It's just weird. You're getting back into it. Like
It's
you're a
also
big
not
market
like
team.
I
we're
will
not
say-
talking about. They're not the Pirates. They're not just like giving up. Like they're a big market team. They're the Boston Red Sox.
This is how the
Like,
20th century started too. They had what 4 World Series in the first 19 years.
crazy.
It's just to sign Devers because Mookie and Xander left, and then just to trade him.
It's
Fans have every right to just revolt. Breslow, I don't know how you show yourself your face in public. They're going to speak tonight on a Zoom call at 8:00. Kennedy and him.
Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoom.
They're out in Seattle. Henry won't.
What do you mean they can't do it in Seattle?
Henry will
Henry won't
hide.
show his face.
John Henry hides now.
Yeah.
And, this happened back in the 70s. The Red Sox had Jim Rice, who they kept, but Fred Lynn they traded. Carlton Fisk they let go as a free agent. Like, the history just repeats itself. They have all these young, great,
They're a
talented
joke.
guys, and then they let them all go.
They're
Well,
an
Carlton
absolute
Fisk
joke.
never did anything iconic for the Red Sox, right? So
Right,
they
exactly.
Just let him go.
Right. And Fred Lynn wasn't a Rookie of the Year and MVP, and they trade him away.
Only thing is they're a joke. If I'm a fan, I'm literally done with them. Like I'm not watching that team. Seriously, if you're trading away that and like the problem, like I said though, they were doing so many good things. Like they just started off slow this year.
So let's be positive for a second, or try to be. Let's say they go and reallocate those resources and go and get a different hitter, like in the next month and a half here before the trade deadline. That they take on all that contract.
I think they're gonna sell.
Dude, I think they're.
I think they're gonna sell.
Honestly,
more
Marty,
likely
this
to-
point I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
You know
sell.
what the funny thing is too? You had that chip in Roman Anthony, they were in the skids for a while, and then Anthony comes up. All of a sudden, the fans have every reason like, okay, Hope, you should have traded Devers first, then you bring up Anthony, because then that helps
Meek,
people forget.
What?
you.
We hear you.
We hear
You're
you.
typing. But you had the Anthony card. If you call him up now after the Devers trade, that at least okay, Anthony's here. You're still mad now. You burned that.
Exactly.
no-
Unless they won with Anthony and Devers. The 1 week they'll be together, which maybe might be a historic week if both of them keep on this track.
Yeah.
They played together 1 week and they won 8 out of 10 games.
It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. The
Devers
whole
is
thing.
is he on a Hall of Fame track?
No,
right?
no.
He's not
You
there
can't.
yet.
He's
No.
he's Hall very good, not
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
The fact, Meek even put it in our chat, and I was like, I thought it was trolling us. I was like, there's
Well, because
no
Robert
way.
Murray, the way it came out, it was Robert Murray just said Devers to the Giants. That was it. No
was
one
a-
no one else backed it up.
A
And it was
good amount of time where Robert Murray, it was only him.
Yeah.
Like 10 to 15 minutes.
Right after
No,
he
that's
says
why I
that-
was like, what the fuck?
Yes, there was every reason to believe it was fake, which is giving you very Luka vibes, obviously. And then all of a sudden, some other Red Sox people then pass, and then he's gone.
It's crazy.
So there is one note I want to give. In March of 2021, LeBron James became a part owner of the Boston Red Sox. Since then, they are only 11 games over 500 and have traded away a face of the
You're
franchise,
such,
Rafael Devers.
you're such an internet guy.
So-
That's crazy. Yeah, LeBron has a big problem.
Do you
Big
think LeBron
hand
had
in
any
this.
say in this move?
LeBron's probably sitting at home being like,
I'm not a soccer
Trade
guy.
Devers?
Didn't Liverpool?
They just paid a guy $150 million.
Yes, like literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough luck.
Oh my God, yesterday? That's insane.
Well, I guess we know got the money from.
Same owner.
Yeah, listen, they
miss?
did save. What?
No, I missed. You guys were talking. I was listening to Marty was saying about LeBron, thinking about a comeback for that. And then who's the same owner as the Red Sox?
Liverpool.
Cool.
And what'd they do?
Liverpool just
$150 million.
just paid a guy $150 million like the other day.
Now, the reason LeBron got in with them was to get an expansion team in Vegas with those guys. That I think was the plan for NBA.
Correct.
Excuse me.
He don't give a fuck, dude. Basically, he couldn't name 3 guys on the fucking Red Sox.
Oh,
Where's the Yankee
Money,
hat?
it's money coming. I don't blame
LeBron?
him though. Yeah, I don't.
Oh
blame
yeah,
him.
I'm just.
No, I think
he was kidding.
solely an
saying-
investment for him.
it has to do with the NBA expansion team. I think he wants to be really involved with that. I think
You
that
think
was-
He
happy
definitely
with
wants
his
to own a
investment?
Vegas team.
yeah.
I
Yeah, his investment's probably still really good. He's probably still making a lot of money.
Yeah, I think the money's still rolling in. I think, yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Now they really.
He's took
He's
250
actually
off the books.
Yes, he's really happy right now.
Shareholders are thrilled.
He's like, wow.
He was making money, baby.
With how much, like, obviously the LeBron lying thing is a storyline, I'd love to just hear him try to talk about the Devers trade for like 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
Be like
Break it
pretty,
down.
like, confident about it. Yeah,
It's just kind of funny
Well, what do
that
you think
he
here?
is kind of just involved with the 2 most crazy trades now, in a way.
Yeah, in it, right.
Like,
Indirect. Yeah.
indirectly involved
Yeah.
in the craziest trades. Speaking of the NBA, another crazy trade out of kind of nowhere. You don't get these trades I
During the
feel
finals.
like, during the finals, before the draft. Usually they wait till after the draft to see where they're at. Can you pull up the full trade, Meek, so I can give everything? Because it was Desmond Bane got traded from the Grizzlies to the Magic. They gave Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony, and then picks, the 4 picks, 4
Or
unprotected.
unprotected first.
And a pick swap.
one of them being Phoenix's pick next year.
Did they
Phoenix
give
or
up?
Washington, it said.
What?
I think it's Phoenix or Washington.
Phoenix or Washington?
So, I mean,
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, you're
Pretty
picking-
good pick.
And did they give up this year's pick?
They had 2
Yes,
this
the
year.
15th pick.
They
had
gave up the 16th.
16th.
Still
pick.
have one more this year.
Yes.
Jesus, they gave up the
And
16th pick this
So
year.
that
too?
Phoenix pick in 2026, I think it's like the Wizards is top 8 protected. So the best of Phoenix or Washington, which is at worst a top 8 pick.
Got it.
Wow.
It has to be one of the 2, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is a horrible trade for the Magic. I know you guys don't, but I think that it is out. I understand getting it, going for it. I don't think this does it, and I think it definitely got better, but I think that is giving up so much. So much.
A lot.
A lot.
I think the market's just clearly changed on like the picks.
Yep.
Like I think we just need to start viewing it differently.
Who
Like,
fucked that
we-
up to start? Bridges? Or was there something before that?
Yeah.
I think it was
Rudy
even like Gobert. I would say like
Gobert.
Gobert got an insane haul like that. I don't think deserved at all. I mean, I like it from the. I like the taking swings thing. I like with the
Especially in the East.
second apron thing. Like I understand it, and I love this man as a player, so I get it. But anything, I obviously also understand like seeing it being, oh my god, like Desmond Bane, like never made an All-Star team, like
Yeah, it is
or
jarring.
like I get it.
The
But he
All-Star
al-
team,
but he
he's
also
in the West.
But he also has put up like All-Star numbers,
Really
last,
good
like,
numbers.
3 years. So I mean, like
Great shooter.
he averaged like 24, like 6 and 6, like 2 years, like and then last year
You
was like
really think
20,
this
like
like
6
takes
and 5.
the
Like,
Magic to the next level?
they need a shooter. They have no shooting. They have 0 shooting.
Like I still
they
think
got
the
a
Knicks
very
I
good
still think the
shooter.
Knicks are better than the Magic.
Where does this put the
I
Magic's
still think the
rotation?
Celtics are better. I still think the Cavs are
Celtics
better.
not next year.
Because you also got to remember they played all last.
I think the Celtics are still going to be good. Like
I think they'd be good, but I think this makes the Magic better, though.
What does this put the Magic at? Like, what's their core? Paolo, obviously, Bane.
Suggs, who was out.
Yeah, that's you got to remember. Suggs didn't play all last year, like an elite guard defender, like they had, like who was improving.
They needed shooting so desperately.
Desperately.
He fits the mold. He's a great 2-way player.
It-
Given the status of the East, like this next year could be totally up.
Still have the Wagner kid?
Franz.
Both.
Both, right?
Yeah, but Franz is like
Franz obviously
Franz-
the good
Franz
one, the
is
better
super-
one.
The other part of that is the KCP contract is sneakily like very bad. Like he's
He was
owed
doing nothing for them.
$21 million next year and a $21 million player option year after.
Was
Which
Cole Anthony doing anything?
He only has 1 year left
It's
in
an
his
offense, but
he's
like that's
fine.
it.
Like,
solid bench
It's a 1
player,
year.
I
It's an
mean,
expiring deal.
Yeah,
That's
so
kinda-
Yeah.
it's 1 year left in it's
But it's
this
like-
coming year.
moving off KCP is huge because that is like an awful contract. He literally did nothing for them, and he's
No.
being paid like.
I think the players
good
back,
percentage
the
of the
players
cap.
back is fine. That's all good. But it's just the picks were
Picks
just
are-
a lot, and I'm not a huge. But it's just like, it's not John Morant they got. Desmond Bane's good. I'm not trying to put that down at all. He's the second best player on that team, and you guys are don't even. He's come on.
I think I
You-
got spicy with it.
in
It's
your
close. I think it's closer than people think.
That's fine, but
It was one of
Paolo's
those
better.
takes where like I wanted to like it like popped my head. I was like, ooh, like this would be like a spicy one. But really, I would say, I mean, I think I actually would rather have him than Franz. That I'm like dead,
Absolutely.
That's fine.
dead serious.
Absolutely.
I'm
that I
not a
agree
big
with.
Franz guy.
Not a
Paolo,
Franz at all.
Paolo, obviously like the guy who's like 6'10", like athletic, like just like a powerhouse of a guy that can. He can't shoot, but he can do like everything else. So
learn how to shoot.
I like understand. I understand like that part of it.
Yes, he's better than him.
Is it crazy to say that like
Stop it. I know you want to say it, but
No,
he's better.
no, I was loving it because people were so mad. It was like honestly getting me like hard. Like it was so like the power when you just like say something crazy. How people are like getting like furious, like
Ev.
like really mad.
Take
It's
a-
awesome.
Welcome to my Twitter.
It's awesome. It really is awesome.
If John Morant was put on a trade block, I don't know if he'd fetch as much as Bane because in my mind, these point guards don't get that much in a trade market. Look what De'Aaron Fox
You're
went
nuts. John
for.
Morant
De'Aaron
would
Fox
get
went
more.
for like 2 firsts.
He makes a good point,
but
though.
I know he
Whereas
does,
a player
but
like
John Morant
Desmond
would
Bane-
still would get more.
But a player
Why
like
do you
Desmond
think that is,
Bane
though?
can
Why do
just
you
fit
think that
so
is?
easily into
Why
an
do you think
offense.
point guards don't get as much?
It's because
That's
there's
the
so many. I know. I think it's because there's so many good ones. That
There
it's
are a
like
lot of good guards.
The pantheons of like even that was like the thing that got talked about when like the Knicks signed Brunson. They're like, oh, like where does he actually like? They're paying him this money, blah blah blah. Obviously, he was a steal, but I think it feels like every team has a great point guard.
How old's Ja? 24?
It's got to be like around there. Let me check.
But you also have a lot of baggage with Ja.
Yeah.
That's the other, but John's 25. He
Well,
turned
well,
26
that's
in a
the part I
month.
think why Meek might be right about the compensation trade wise.
I agree with that because of that reason.
Like for not his talent, like Ja's talent.
I think Meek's
obviously.
point about the position matters too, though.
No, yes,
What's the
there's so many good point guards.
What's the point? What's the direction the Grizzlies are going? They
the
fired their head
They
coach.
should trade
They
everyone.
You're exactly right.
fired their head
They
coach.
said they're not.
They're
No,
letting it
that
makes
extend.
no
But
sense.
no, they might still do it.
It's a
I'll
half
tell
measure. You can't
Get
do
whatever you can for Triple J. Everything.
Absolutely.
Well, I wonder.
Burn it down.
This makes me think like were they because they said that there was other teams in on Bane. Like I wonder if they just got a few calls that were like they got this grandfather offer and they were like fuck it, like pull the trigger.
But if once you do that, you have to then commit.
You have no chance now without
Right.
him.
I know. I agree. I mean, they're
They
gonna
were
be
an 8
bad.
seed
They're
this
gonna be-
year, you
They're going to
know,
be
like,
bad.
they
Yeah,
were
they're gonna be bad
horrible.
without him.
Is there a
As-
chance they pivot to like another player, like a Cam Johnson, maybe, or like? Do you,
It's
Well, that's the
possible.
thing,
They're not
where-
going to win in the like. What are
But
you
I-
doing? Like,
do for
blow it up.
I think they should blow it up. I'm just trying to picture it in mind. Say like they're not going to sell, so are they going to
Should,
try?
though.
And this,
Really
this
should.
Hopefully
They
they're
should
lying,
sell.
right?
They should sell. I'd actually even be fine with keeping Ja, trade everybody else.
You know what my issue with the Bane trade is I don't mind that Orlando took a big swing, and I like the player a lot, but now you use those resources, you can't use them again. So like if a better player comes available, you're kind of stuck with Bane now. Kind of like what the Knicks are realizing with the Bridges and Giannis, like you're kind of stuck with Bridges now. Like that's the problem with
Tough to
this.
get
You
people
can
to
only
go to
go
Orlando, though.
you can only go all in once.
But it's tough to it's tough to get people to go to Orlando.
I know it is.
No, like no one's going to sign their free agency. So like,
No, taxes help.
Yeah, but
who
I
signed?
know you don't want to go
They
to
go to the Heat
Orlando.
instead. They go to the Heat.
They'd rather
I
go to the
know.
Heat, yeah.
It
Don't go
seems
to-
like they've
I
had a
mean,
hard
he's-
time getting.
he's
No,
young.
definitely.
He's young and locked up long term.
Yeah, it's a
I
perfect.
think those
guy
are
to
two
get.
massive factors in this trade.
But also, I do think like a lot of these picks, right? You don't know what these picks are going to be, but this one you do. Like you know, one is going to be a top. Basically,
you know the first. You know this year obviously is 16.
Yeah,
and then
16,
the next,
which is
you know the
16
next year one is going to be a lottery pick.
He's
Yeah.
older than I thought he was too.
What is he? 26. Well, he played in college.
28.
He played in college for a few years.
No, right?
28's old.
28.
I mean, he was a steal.
I thought he was younger.
He was the 30th overall pick. Like he was a guy like that was an excellent pick by them. Obviously,
Huge.
But yeah, that's the thing though. Like you,
26.
I thought he was 28. I'm sorry.
Hasn't been. He's about to turn 27.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
next
I'm
week,
sorry.
but-
I thought for some reason, so there you go. So
'cause he played a couple years in
older than I
college,
thought,
it
He's
was
younger than I thought. That's I like to play out, but are you guys at all worried though now they can't use those resources elsewhere?
No, because the CBA matters with this. They had to make the move now because Paolo's rookie deal comes up next year.
Right.
You're gonna have to pay him.
It's true.
They're gonna be a second apron team the year after that.
They just paid Franz.
Franz got the
So
Franz
that's what
got
I
the.
mean.
He had to move this year,
So
right?
you had to make that move this summer and start looking around.
I have no problem with
Like
it.
you're not gonna get Giannis. You're
I
not
think
gonna get KD.
no
Bane's the
problem
best
with
guy
it's fine,
you
but
can
you have to. There's a little bit like that is a like they
But when you factor
giving up
that
your pick 2000 like the 16th pick is still like a good pick.
when you factor that in though.
no, you factor. That's what I'm saying. I'm factoring everything. I don't think I
Phoenix
have a.
pick is the real thing to me. That's the tough
Well,
one.
that's what I'm saying. Next year you have a lottery pick, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a lottery pick, and I think that's pretty. That's why I think it's. I think both definitely. I don't think it was as crazy as people were saying, but it is It's just shocking to see 4 unprotected picks is a lot.
I think they're really recognizing how weak the East is going to be next year with Boston down, and they have a real shot. They think they can. Get
100%. And they also have a
makes
young.
Orlando like a top.
They have a young.
in the East,
They have a
no?
young core.
Top 14.
Four,
I said top
four,
four.
possibly 4. I think
Who are the
I
4?
think they're 4th.
New York, Indiana, probably
Cleveland,
again.
Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so top 4 team in the East.
And then
And you also
Orlando.
don't know. I
Magic?
Yeah.
It'd have to be 5 with Boston.
I'm still
They're gonna
still
have no
with you.
Tatum.
bro.
They're gonna,
I'm still with you.
They're gonna be like, okay.
I think
they're
they're
gonna
still.
they're gonna trade someone.
Boston's dropping.
They're going to trade someone.
All right.
Like
Rico, I'm
I
still
think
with
Right
you.
now, Boston's in
like
that top 5.
White, Holiday,
Without a doubt.
Porzingis, like
Top 5,
these
they have a
guys are
top
not going to be
4.
on the team.
Top 3. I still think Boston's still very good
right.
without Tatum.
I like Orlando
Celtics
over
pretty
Detroit.
damn
Detroit's
quick.
got to make a move.
Oh,
They do.
Detroit's
Detroit
on the
needs-
rise though.
Detroit needs to make a move. They need to improve though. They
They
need
ain't
to
gonna
take
do
the next
shit.
step.
I feel like they're not gonna do shit.
You got to build around.
I
Cade.
think they're excited where they're at, where they have a superstar and they don't have to spend any money.
You got to
Oh,
make
I
at least that one move. You hope,
I
like,
understand.
obviously,
I'm
hope, like
with you.
Jaden Ivey and guys like that, like get a little better and keep going. But
Yeah.
This is also a very, very talented draft. This draft, like it's a
Absolutely.
very
Very
talented one.
talented.
So like, I'm very interested to see where everyone goes. I
Ace
can't wait.
Bailey would have gone 1 last year, right? Easily, right?
yeah,
There's
definitely.
just like
And he's
5
he's
guys
going
in the
3
draft.
this year.
maybe even 4. But yes, yeah, he
Yeah.
would have won. Like not even. I think not even a.
Dude,
bad of an
There's a
eye.
lot of players in this draft that would go 1 last year.
Yeah, no.
That's interesting.
Literally,
The top like
I think all
top,
of
like
them?
7, like 8. might
Would
go one
Con
next
Knuckle
year.
have gone 1?
Yes.
close.
I don't know.
Talking about
Knuckle,
that.
by the way, Knuckle is
Top 3 maybe.
Knuckle is rising.
What do they got? Flag.
They're saying he's more athletic
Harper.
than VJ.
Bailey.
Oh yeah,
I love- I'm-
yeah, VJ Edgecombe.
Edgecomb's like
DJ.
I love
Extra granted.
Edgecombe.
Knuckle.
I like him over Bailey.
Kid from Illinois is pretty good. The big kid from Duke's predicted to go 8th. Malakok. I always say his name wrong. Fears
Kolak.
9.
Yo, Fears, I'm telling you.
Carter Bryant.
Fears
from
is the
Arizona,
guy.
Worry about
10.
his defense.
Derek
Fears,
Queen,
he's
11.
so electric.
He
Malawak's the
finishes
guy that you're gonna
quick.
want.
You know what's
Eight-
interesting
eight-
about
I
this
love
draft?
7 foot tall, and he could fucking
Love
shoot
Malawak.
threes, and
He
he's
shoots free throws too.
yeah.
You know what's interesting about this draft? I could be wrong. College,
Yeah.
college.
Not all Euros.
6 college, 7 college, 8 college, 9 college, 10 college,
All right.
11 college, 12 France.
Yeah.
First one.
That's
what
good.
helps is the
First
Illinois kid went to Illinois instead of just staying out in Europe.
Yeah.
Point guard.
Yeah.
But it's also a thing that's
Yeah.
happening. Like Duke just got an Italian.
Then it goes 13.
That's good for the NBA though.
13 college,
Yeah.
14 college, 15 college, 16
People
college,
excited.
17, 18, 19.
Well, the problem is,
20,
That's NIL though. That's
21.
NIL
It goes
for you.
back to 22.
I'm saying that's where NIL is doing that.
well, no, exactly what I was going to say. Because the problem was overtime or whatever it was happening, and like the Thompson twins were in that, like, and you like all of a sudden they popped up out of nowhere. They got more popular over the years, the past 2 years, because of how good they are. But if they were in college, they'd be so much more.
And also the G League guys, like you had like Jalen Green, like
Yeah,
Kuminga, like
that's
some
what
of
I
these
meant,
guys, like
yeah.
that's when like Hubs like that took that like I think NIL took that away.
But NIL also is like now, like the school can just pay you.
Good for
That's
corporate.
what I mean. They were now it's like legally. I feel like they were doing it.
No, but it was like
it
boosters.
was like a collective.
Yes,
it's just like the
which I'm
school.
just saying though, like the fact that it's illegal, it's gonna get even more out of
like
control.
that money is going to come from the collectives. We were talking about this on SRO Discovery for football too. Like to me, I like it, but it's like also what's going to stop? Just like all right, we're going to give you like $1 million on the books and $1 million off.
Yeah,
Like, that's like off the books has been going on since the beginning of time.
yeah.
So I don't know how much it helps it, but I do think that's a massive factor in like G League being just like irrelevant with that kind of thing now.
Well, the Nets
You can literally make more money in NIL, way more money.
Nets have 4 first-round picks?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Nets are gonna be good.
They're gonna.
Aren't they doing a documentary because they have the picks or something? I think someone's following them
Oh,
around.
they really? Although they would trade
The
him.
Nets are gonna be a good team at one point.
Well,
like soon.
If you,
It helps they have a very good
drill
coach.
it.
I think soon.
If
40's
you-
good.
Yes, if you
They have younger guys, and they also like they have 4
if
first-round
you
picks.
drill it on the picks. They're talking about
they have other picks down the road too.
big kid from Duke, and then I think they would
What
go
are the, what numbers do they have? Like
8. McNeely at 19. They're talking about
They got Malawak.
I don't care about the mock. Just give me the-
Kalkbrenner at 26 and Saraf from Israel at 27.
That's the problem. Is 2 of those are very late.
Kalkbrenner's a bum.
26, 27 is tough, but you can always trade those for picks next year down the road.
or honestly, I think this is a draft where like keep them.
Okay.
Like I really think it's
or
that
like
much
maybe
deeper,
trade
like-
27.
I would just think 26 and 27.
Try to get
If they trade Cam Johnson, they can get him another pick this draft too, probably.
Probably get 3 picks.
But it's all about like we talk about with the tank. Like you just gotta hit on the picks.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like
100%.
Bane. We just said Bane 30th pick.
Yep.
Like they can be good players. You just have to hit.
It's
I mean,
like I
the
said,
finals this year is
Great
Halliburton
example of that.
was what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, Shea was late. Like
It was late. Halliburton was late. Like
yeah, I mean he
He
was
was what?
Halliburton was like 11 or
10 or
12,
11.
but yeah,
He was a
still like
lottery.
Yeah.
back end of the lottery.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a number 1 overall. But like
No.
that's the point. Is like you got to hit on these picks. Like do that. I mean, even go back to Celtics, Rondo. Like go back to some of these teams and get those values. That's how you win a title.
Yeah, or you could be the Utah Jazz and just whiff on every draft pick you make
exactly.
and just hoard them
Bingo.
all.
Exactly.
it's almost impressive how bad they are at it.
Yeah.
And then they got fucked at the lottery this year too.
Well, and that's also part of it. You can't just rely on lottery.
They're
luck.
getting it next year though.
It's like the first overall pick's never going to go to Utah.
No, they're getting it next year.
Arguably,
Danza.
Oh.
He lives in Utah, going to BYU. I think it's like the same like next year.
Also,
Is there-
also a member of the Granite. By the way.
And like DeBant's the guy who like they argue he'd
he's
be like
unbelievable.
those are
two.
like 1-2 this year.
Those are the
Igor
two college
coming back?
basketball futures I have. Bama, obviously, and BYU. I really do buy BYU next
Yeah,
year.
they're good.
Really buy BYU.
If Neman, they have Neman going like in like back half of the lottery, like in that like middle.
Yeah,
of the
no.
first
Oh,
round.
the kid Demon. Yeah, right outside the
Igor.
right.
like in that like
13.
end of lottery range, like that
13.
like 13 to like
13.
18.
I love
He's
that
a
kid.
very fun prospect.
An animal.
Shooter.
Animal.
Keep an eye on
vision.
Darren Peterson as well. Darren Peterson. Remember the Granite. Clutch kid. Also.
I argue,
Same draft.
arguably, trades are like one of the best things that happens in sports. Like when
Oh,
I see
yeah.
a trade,
Trades are
there's
great.
nothing better to just pick it apart, see who won, talk about it, argue about it. I love trades.
That's what's kind of frustrating about the NFL. There's not that many in-season trades.
There's also not a lot of like huge trades usually in the NFL.
No.
Like, what's the biggest trade? Stafford?
Yeah.
No, the Cowboys won for Cunningham in the picks.
Yeah.
Herschel Walker, excuse me.
I'm saying like
Yeah,
recent.
but it's funny though that Herschel
Most
Walker
recent
one.
Stafford.
I know, but the Herschel one, like that changed the game. There are like giant trades that can happen. The Stafford one was huge.
In the last 20 years, it's probably Stafford.
It's
What
gotta
did
be,
the Saints do with all those picks from Ricky Williams?
right?
Who got all those picks?
The Saints
The
didn't have.
Dolphins got the picks.
Was it the Dolphins? No.
No,
Ditka famously traded his entire draft.
Right.
for
and the
Ricky
first
Williams.
and his first and third the
But
next
it wasn't
year.
the Dolphins, though, was it?
No,
He
it
was
no,
right.
it wasn't.
Oh, he
I don't
went to
know.
the Dolphins.
He was right about Ricky.
But that happened down the
He
road.
was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. What did that
Just,
team do with all those
I
picks?
forget who the team was.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Who did those
Was
picks
it the
then become?
Chargers?
Regardless, though, you're right. Though there's not a lot of NFLs like the DK this year.
Yeah, and even that. I mean, yeah, like Gino.
I would
like,
think
it's not-
in
that's
season.
But I mean, but
NFL
that's why the NBA is the best offseason.
The best.
Because they're the
And free agency.
Because they're the one league. Their GMs truly like use the league like it's like we're playing like
Redskins.
2K.
Honestly, I think the NBA has the best off-season and in-season trades. Because free agent, like when it's about the trade deadline, is fucking wild.
Back in the day, the baseball deadline was a needle pusher though. Like that moved it.
Baseball's always up there.
Yeah.
Want to
NFL's
hear the players that Ricky Williams did? So they traded the whole draft away, including picks the following year
It
as
was
well.
the first and third round of the next year.
Correct, and that's really where they got fucked. So it was with the Redskins. It was Cade McNown,
Garbage.
Dwayne Bates,
Never heard of him.
this guy Nate Stimson, who doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Carrie Samuel, Desmond Clark, Billy Miller. So not great. The next year, LeVar Arrington and Lloyd Harrison.
I still think that's a
So only
win
one,
for Ricky
though.
Ricky
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, they nailed
One for one.
They got one. They got LeVar Arrington. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that was it.
But it was a second overall pick. That's
What are some of those first guys could have been like role players and whatever.
yeah, I mean, Cade McNown had,
But overall, Ricky Williams, incredible.
I still think you'd rather have those picks back.
Dwayne Bates only played like 5 years in the NFL.
Well, yeah, you would want to.
They would have used them differently.
You would want to have those
they
Right.
picks
It's-
if you can
that's
get
on
it.
the
Yeah.
Redskins.
yeah, that's
fucking up the
Redskins
picks.
like missing on the picks.
Yeah.
That's not on the Saints.
Correct.
The Saints, I'm sure would. I mean, who knows?
It was
if
a
they would've hit
first,
either,
a
but
third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, and then the following year, a first and a third.
honestly, the real what did the Redskins
It was a
do?
fifth overall.
What did the Redskins do with their own picks?
Yeah.
Because they didn't think in that same draft they had like all their own
Correct.
picks, but they just whiffed on
Yeah.
the Saints picks besides LeVar Arrington.
This is a fun one too. We talked about summer shows and topics being here and there or whatever. This is a fun one. 25-year future draft. Teams that will not win a championship in your lifetime.
Pirates.
You're putting okay. Yeah.
What?
Good answer.
That's what.
All right, I guess Marty's got the first pick.
I
Down the road, like whatever. Yeah, like
what sport? All of them.
Where would you put a line in the sand with whatever? You don't have to get too in depth with it now. I do think it's a good. It really could fill the full
I
out.
can see some of you meatheads saying Jets.
I would stay away from.
Jets would be a first
Be a
round.
good bet.
I would stay away from any NFL team because
Me too. I agree.
like look at the Lions, how bad they were, and now they're right.
Yeah,
My-
but that
my 1-1
that
is
flex.
Rockies.
Baseball
Same.
is.
I agree.
Rockies
Rockies
should be
easy.
1-1.
Rockies, any team without a salary cap, and the owner won't spend. That's a good pick.
Rockies Pirates is they'll never win.
All right.
Baseball would be
Marlins.
easily. I think there's like 5 teams I take in baseball.
Marlins.
At least 4.
Marlins gonna win again.
Than any other sport. Any other.
Because
major
basketball,
sports.
you can literally get one guy, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
But I also,
I would
honestly,
say
though,
Wizards, but like
I could
If you
see.
went Orioles 1-1, it would be the greatest. It would be
Yeah, well, they will never win. They never will win. I know. I'm like the Jazz. They're just never gonna win.
I don't know. The Jazz get the right lottery pick, and then boom, they're in.
I know. That's why NBA is tough. I think
NBA is tough.
baseball is the only one where it's like,
salary cap can happen to pretty much anybody, but
yeah.
Yeah.
it will be.
Good draft.
Yeah.
Put it on the calendar for the summer.
It's not a bad. That's a good.
We
talk.
still have to do our superstar draft.
Yeah, we do.
We also still have to do that parlay future draft.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's after this, right?
That's right. After the
After the finals.
NBA Finals, NHL.
Okay,
We should talk about
So
the
next
finals
week-
game tonight.
Which we're going to.
Oh,
The
me.
list, Phil.
That
Tonight, I think it's been 47 days since the last game.
Oh, what's the cash out kid at, by the way? Got his heart ripped out Friday.
Probably dead.
I don't know if we've seen it.
The spread tonight is -9.5.
Taking the Pacers plus the 9.5.
I'm taking the Pacers plus 9.5 too, but it's just like these games, you just fucking have no idea. This is the most like. I just don't have my finger on what the spread. I haven't taken the spread really. I've been just taking props. Did Chet hit in the first quarter last?
No, he had 4 points.
Was it 6?
I had him at 6.
What's your thoughts, Rico?
I like the pay. I just really do like the fight in the Pacers. Even on the road, I know Oklahoma City's obviously dialed up. It's a 3-game series right now. I'll take my chances with the Pacers. I just really do. I love the way they're playing. They're a very, very good team. Carlisle obviously has them motivated as well. Like I don't know. I want the 9.5. I'm rooting for a really good game. It would not. And weirdly now somehow, even though I've hated the Pacers my whole life, I'm really now rooting for the Pacers to shock the world. So yeah, not plus 9.5. I'm rooting for the Pacers.
I am too. I don't want OKC to win, but I do think they're going to win now.
I'm just confused. Like I don't know. I don't know which end is up
Obviously.
in this. So obviously. So I'm just taking the Pacers because the points. Like I don't know how this is gonna go, so I might as well get the 9 points. And I'm showing it's 9 right now, so I didn't get the half. But yeah, I'm on the Pacers, I guess, just because I don't know.
Also, odds have shifted series price since the game Friday. After the game Friday, it was OKC minus 600. It's down to OKC minus 450. Pacers were plus 425, down to plus 350. So it feels like people are jumping on the Pacers.
Pacers
value.
were at plus 100 at one point in that game on
And
Friday.
when they were up 8. When they were up 8, that's when I sent that. Yeah.
I like the Thunder tonight. I'll be on the Thunder tonight, and
The Thunder line, obviously.
I'll be on the Pacers game 6 for sure at home. I mean, they've just been so good at home. I can respect the way they responded like that. I mean, that was a roller coaster. I was on the Thunder. That was like one of the crazier covers you'll see. I think they were covering for the last 7 seconds. But I just like the way they play at home. I also just think they are the better team. Like the Pacers are great, and they'll show fight. But I mean, we've seen them get blown out in the series. They were in game 1. They pulled off the miraculous comeback. They were on the way to get blown out in that game. I think the Thunder roll here, but then I think the Pacers fight back. Like I'll be on the Pacers game 6 for sure.
Hubs.
I just wanted to go 7 at this point. I think, yeah, probably the same thing as Ev.
When's game 7? Next week?
Probably Christmas.
next year. Yeah.
It's crazy.
The fact that they didn't play last night is.
No, yesterday was it
29.
because it's not on the NHL because the NHL played on Saturday at least, right?
I don't know why the NHL did that. Why not play on Sunday instead of Saturday?
I mean, regardless, they at least played on the weekends. Like,
Well, I guess you
I
could
think
take
game
technically-
7 would be Sunday, right? They would want it Sunday.
Oh, I imagine.
it would be
23rd, they love
Monday,
Game 6 is
Wednesday.
Thursday, and Game 7
Game
would
6
be
is
Sunday.
Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Oh my God!
Thursday.
8:30 tip, which is probably like 9 o'clock.
So Game 7 will be Sunday.
Sunday at 8.
Someone needs to like interrogate him.
It's a 3-week-long finals, right? I wonder what it is. It's 3 weeks
The
long,
whole
guys.
month of June.
You gotta sit him down. You gotta shoot him in his knee and be like, "Why do you do
Playoffs started when?
Like April
April
18th.
Oh my God! It started my birthday.
such an asshole?"
Dude, that's crazy. The crazy thing, listen,
It's June 16th right now.
Ev, I know that you got some reality TVs at home, TV shows.
Oh yeah,
You watching Love Island
of course.
last night?
No, I need to get like I need to get the last like couple I haven't watched.
I was happy the game wasn't on last night because my God, it was an unbelievable show.
I was trying to not get spoiled.
I was balking at my
think I
TV
need
how
the-
crazy it was.
What's the exact schedule?
It's
It's every day, but like
every day but Wednesday and Saturday.
Oh, wow.
How crazy is that? You got a reality show 5 days a week. We can only get 2 games a week in the NBA.
They're cutting and ending things. Yeah, next day.
Yeah, they're
They got
live.
edited and
Having in
everything.
real
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
They're shooting it and putting it out the next
Yeah, I
day.
think
There
I'm
are
like-
NFL
I'm like
teams
two
that play
behind.
more times in a week than this.
Fair.
Yeah, it's true. It's a fact.
The worst.
News is on 3 times a day at least.
Yeah, it's true. They're hard workers. We talked about it a little bit, but like, what did you guys think of the Open? Did you like it? Were you following it the whole time?
The U.S. Open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
In and out.
I think it's I was watching a good amount. I was home with my dad. Like my dad likes to watch the golf, but I always watch the majors and stuff. I had burns. That was disgusting. But I think people say it the right way. It's nice to have like the players struggle with the course like once a year like that. I wouldn't want to watch guys doing that every single week.
No.
But like once a year is like perfect. I think like let them really like just where like we had one guy under par, and he had to hit a 65-foot putt on 18 to be under par.
Insane.
Like what an insane golf tournament.
Supposed to show you like they obviously showed that, or they weren't during the delay. They were showing highlights of Tiger at 2000
Yeah, and Rocco.
shit.
And Rocco
Well,
Media.
that was 2008, but in 2000, Tiger was 12 under at the U.S. Open. The guy in second was +3. Every other guy for the
unheard
tournament.
of.
Just unbelievable. Like that prime of.
Matt Wallace, 27th place.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Shout out to all the people. What was it called? King of the Course.
Of course.
Tom Kim.
Tom Kim.
Over 13K in bonus bets.
13,000
Wow.
in bonus
Really
bets.
misread the strategy there.
Yep.
You didn't have to submit one until the end of round 2.
Really?
Oh, really?
Pretty sure. Yeah, you could have just picked the night of round 2.
Mm.
So like,
And where did Kim
who makes
finish?
it.
Where did Tom Kim finish?
I don't know. But also
It
you
was only birdies Saturday and Sunday, right?
Saturday
so
and
it-
Sunday.
that's all you could.
strategy.
But that's
also-
my point.
had to
Of
ma-
like,
you had to
if
make
he's
the
coming
cut.
in and he barely makes the
That's
cut,
where you want to be.
and you have a guy who then elevates to 35th. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's the.
for sure.
You know what I
have to
mean?
get to. You-
Question:
yeah, like-
Did anyone's guy hit a home run?
Yours did, Marty.
Oh,
Did nice.
That
wow.
was close.
Good job,
But the
we
Marty.
lost-
motherfucking Braves had
We
a
lost
stat
by
pad.
1 run, huh?
Yes.
We would have $280 or whatever.
Oh, what
I
if
think it was
It was
like
like four
something.
400 would have been amazing.
Dude,
Would've been nice.
the Braves were losing in that game to like the 5th inning too. They had stat pad versus the Rockies.
Scumbags.
Well, they got the Rockies get their revenge on Sunday.
Yeah.
So what?
Griswold struck out 15 Rockies.
Someone's stats are looking really good.
Marty's having a good month.
So Tom Kim
No,
finished.
not me. Acuna.
Well, Mario.
Oh,
Acuna's stats. People are tweeting it. It's not me.
Have the odds
You're-
changed?
Your MVP bet will die tonight when Shohei Ohtani takes the mound because every baseball writer would be like, "Oh, he pitched and hit this year."
Tom Kim finished 33rd. Morikawa finished 23rd. Matt Wallace 23rd.
Can we talk about?
Yo, Acuna's
you gotta
odds
get rid of
changed
Morikawa.
What?
Have the Acuna odds changed at all?
Not much. But it's gone. It has a little bit.
Now, me and you have a constant debate about Ben Rice. Ben Rice did not have a good weekend. Anything to say about that?
The Yankees just didn't have a good weekend.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, there's no. I mean, you lost 3 of the Braves. Too.
No. We no the Ben Rice thing though. Are you are you guys high on Ben Rice?
Start.
I like
Warren-
Ben
Warren's
Rice.
really good.
No problem with him. He's fine.
I think he will. He is slumping right now, no doubt.
Real bad.
He will. I have faith that he will turn it around. You don't, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I think that's what we can put
Pascal
out.
ever turn it around?
Yeah,
No, he's been good.
Like
Yeah,
a
he's been
27 game on base.
Yeah, he's been good.
Nice.
I think he's batting like 280 now.
Shout out. No.
No, I think he is.
No, I-
No,
100 points?
I'm telling you,
Dude, I think
when
that
I
he's
checked
really good.
last week, he was batting 280. I don't
Really?
know what he
Yeah,
did.
he
this
has a
weekend,
28 game on base.
Shout out to me.
but I knew he'd be hitting well. I knew
Hitting
that.
275 right now.
Okay, so yeah,
10 home
was there.
runs.
I'll tell you he was there.
OPS plus of 109. He's doing that. Nice,
Shout out.
nice season.
Shout out to me. A little fire in his ass.
And he's going the right way. See, Ben Rice has similar stats, but he's going the wrong way. That's the thing. You want to go the right way.
Some breaking news: Giancarlo Stanton will be in the lineup tonight to make his season debut for
Wow.
the Yankees.
That's big.
Wow.
huge.
Who are they going to send down? You know this.
Pablo.
I would hope they're DFAing Pablo Reyes.
Yeah, it's got to be Pablo.
Pablo Reyes.
It could
He's
be
not a real person.
Could be Peraza, but I think
No, they'll keep Peraza up, I
Peraza
think.
was bad.
Now,
It's
Stanton's
hard to
had not
also-
played
it's
any
hard
minor
to
league
get-
rehab at all.
It's hard
No,
to
they've
get
just been doing
going
a lot
though.
of the like I forget what it's called, but it's the high velocity pitch machine.
He doesn't usually do the rehab.
Oh no, sorry, he did. No,
You went to rehab?
Oh, did he? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know he usually doesn't. I'm sorry.
three games.
How'd he do?
Somerset? Like 3 hits in the first game, a hit in the. It's fine. They need him just like I think clubhouse presence after a weekend like that. Just like wait, like they all return, their heads are all down because it's like stands. But like, what the
Well,
fuck?
Devers got traded. Now Stanton's back. I'm not a
Stanton's
big
a great
Stanton
guy.
but he's a good clubhouse guy, right?
Greg, did you see he gave Aaron Judge that necklace?
Oh, that's nice.
$20,000 necklace.
Oh, that's very nice.
The Judge hammer?
Great teammate.
Gavel.
Great
I think everyone says that about him.
Great
They
teammate.
do.
They can use his bat.
He's like the coolest guy there is.
Yeah, it's gonna take a few weeks for him to get online with his swing. It always takes a while, but like they
Takes a
they
quite
could
a little bit.
really use him.
I love him.
His elbow, he had problem with both elbows.
Both elbows weren't working.
Just hit in September, October.
He kind of came back
Truly
quicker.
don't
Than I
care.
thought.
Just
I thought it was
hit
gonna be like-
then. Just
I thought there was some talk initially. He
Yeah.
might
I thought he was
play
gonna.
again.
I thought he was gonna
There was
retire.
there was
Yeah,
talk about
there was talk
surgery
about that,
for sure,
yeah.
and he's just like, nope, fuck it.
Yeah, let's go through some picks here.
Pacers plus 9.5.
Okay, I'm going Mackenzie McDonald even money against Gail Monfils in London. That's tennis. I'm going
In London.
London.
So it's that, and then it's
Yeah,
Wimbledon.
like Grass doesn't have like a big tournament right before the Slam, like a 1,000. They have these 500. So
Let me tell you something. Wimbledon, hard to get into. Wow.
oh yeah,
Really?
oh tickets for Wimbledon are very confusing and difficult to get. You have to like just wait online. Kind
Is
of.
that like their Masters?
It's like a.
You know what
In
I mean?
terms
Like,
of
ticket-wise, like it's hard,
terms
so
of
hard.
history and like prestigious, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because the other Aussie Open, people are just drunk. U.S. Open, people are just hammered, and the French is kind of like the stuck-up French. So like Wimbledon is more just
U.S.
you
Open's
have to
a
wear
little.
white. It's gotta be all white. Your outfit. Your
They're all
They
pretty.
won't let you in.
What?
They won't let
No,
you.
the players.
Oh, the players.
At
But
Wimbledon?
you do dress up.
Makes more
Yes.
sense.
Wimbledon all white?
Oh wait. Like fans all wear like
Crazy
they'll put up like nice
Okay.
outfits. Similar like I guess like Kentucky Derby
Yeah, yeah.
in a way, but like a little I don't know. So I like that. I like the A's tonight plus 130 against the Astros at home, and give me the Orioles minus 110. And I'm gonna be on the Thunder minus 9.5, but I don't love it.
Clever.
My play of the day, I don't know if Yankee fans might get upset, but I'm taking a Yankee. Clark Schmidt over 17.5 outs. He's done that I think 5 of his last 7 starts, and the Angels' offense is not doing very well. And I'm on the Pacers plus 9.
I'm on the Phillies. Alcantara sucks.
His last 2 starts weren't bad, but he's up against bad teams.
It's got a 70 already.
I know.
That's crazy.
So bad.
And like, they're not gonna deal him now, right?
I don't know. I said his last 2 starts were good, but it was against like the Rockies and Pirates or some shit team.
Yeah. But the Phillies are minus 115 against the Marlins.
Phillies can hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Rockies tonight, baby. Fucking Palm. What's his name? Palmquist.
Yeah, well, you know what happened with that? He got sent down, and then one of their starters got hurt, so they had to call him back up.
Great guy. He's 0-4, 7.7 ERA.
yeah.
Irvin's not good though.
Also, the Nationals just hate each other.
Oh, the Nationals, it's
Yeah.
a problem.
They
They
hate
hate the
each other.
manager.
That thing
Yeah.
yesterday where Martinez came back and was like,
Can I be honest?
well, I didn't mean it at the players, but then all the players were mad.
Can I be honest?
He's like, you can never blame coaches. It's all on the players.
He obviously wrong for saying that, correct?
Mhm.
Kind of right.
At some point in time, the players, but you just don't
what is
say
a
that.
coach fuck? No, obviously you never say it. It's awful.
He threw his
bad.
players
does
publicly
so
under
much
the bus.
damage by
Like, what is
saying
that
that.
good? Like,
It's
he's
all
not
bad.
wrong, but like,
in a way, it is the player's fault.
but then that's the
But
point.
the leader of the team can't
No,
say that.
can't say it.
no.
No,
Can't
that's
just say it's
no, no.
not my fault. It's all
that's-
their fault.
that-
But, like, then it's
I
like,
love what
what
he
the fuck are you doing here then?
My
Like,
coach
what
said
good are you?
that. My coach said that. I'm literally going. I'm finding a way to his office and going to punch him.
Josh Donaldson would pimp like flyouts or like pimp doubles and then end up at first base. And Boone would defend and be like, yeah, he was hustling. And then Dave Martinez. Like,
Which you'd rather
not
that.
us.
You'd rather defend your players than like call them out. Sometimes call
But
them
that
out.
also is like a middle ground you can do, not what Dave
Yeah.
Martinez just did.
I think it also speaks to like what Dave Martinez must think about himself. So in other words, you have no value. It's all in the player. So like, what the fuck are you doing here then?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm gonna go with the Padres plus 130. Cease has got to pitch a little better, and I think Ohtani's gonna struggle. It's like not pitching all last year, and then pitching only in like practice. Like
Yeah,
he
no
didn't-
rehab
no,
assignment.
it was just like
They
against.
can't. They take him rehab assignment, then don't have his bat in the line.
Yeah, it's just a rent. It's just
a weird
guys
situation.
up. I don't love it, but also I could see him having 6 strikeouts in 2 innings, and then that's why I'm also just betting on it because it's an opener. It's not like
I know. I'm
You also don't know how long he's going. It's probably 2 innings, but you don't know for sure.
staying
two's
away.
got
So
has
many
to be the
question
most.
marks. So
2
many.
has to be the most. Ev.
Thunder -9, and I'm still, I think Boston's going to riding out the Coastal future. I believe they're 1 win away from being in the College World Series.
So we're in.
lose
yes.
it or no?
So
No, they're 2-0, and it's a double. I believe they win
One more.
one more.
Yeah, one
They're
more.
in the final. They're like
I
locked in
took
the final.
Coastal and
it's a
Oregon
3-game.
State. I had it last
650.
I had 650. They're like plus 190.
Just to get there?
6 and
No, to win.
650.
To win.
To win.
And it's out of 8 teams. Like the field's 8. They won the first 2 in
Okay.
a double elimination.
Yeah.
They literally, if they win their next game, it's it's someone else is playing the other like non-elimination game. They play the winner of that game. The winner of that game is in the final.
Put it this way.
Coastal's
I
already,
had-
they
yeah.
1 win away from being in the final.
I had Oregon State, and Coastal. I had guaranteed. They both won. I had a winner guaranteed into the winners bracket
they played each other. That's
in
right.
that. So I was like, all right, this is gold. Now I got.
Murray State still in or no?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. They play
Still
at
in?
2 o'clock today in an elimination game against Arkansas. What do you think the line is on that? Money.
Arkansas's probably minus like
4.5.
400.
600.
I thought there was like the line would be 4.5. No.
I think Arkansas was the favorite
Yeah,
coming
they
into
were the one.
coming into the World
They were
Series.
plus
Coastal was the
195.
Coastal's the 13. I'm pretty sure it says.
But I think
college baseball.
I'm pretty sure Coastal after
12
these 2
teams?
wins
I
has
can't
won.
figure it out.
I think Coastal's won 25 or 26 games in a row.
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy.
Murray State and Arkansas at 2 o'clock is an elimination game. So that's literally the team with the best odds coming in and
Yeah.
worst odds coming in.
Dave has Murray State to win it all
Okay,
too.
go Murray
Yeah.
State.
Rico,
Pacers plus 9.5.
I'm gonna have a parlay also. PMT stats. I'm gonna put it in the thing. I haven't calculated. I have to stop taking Hartenstein rebounds because they don't play them. Meek.
I'm all over Ohtani under 1.5 strikeouts tonight. I think he
Love it.
struggles. I think he doesn't even make it out the first inning.
As
Like
you
this-
said, they don't strike out a lot.
The Padres are 29th in strikeouts. The only teams that with fewer strikeouts than them, I believe, is the Blue Jays.
No Jackson Merrill concussion.
That's right.
That does hurt.
It does hurt, but Rise is in there. He doesn't strike out.
He's not striking out.
Tatis's been bad.
Bad.
Tatis been
I was tempted to
sliding.
take walk because Ohtani to have 1 walk is plus 130, but I'm just gonna go with the strikeouts.
Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that more than the strikeout one, Meek. No?
I'll see how I feel later.
I might take
I'm
the
not
walk
ready
one.
to take it yet.
Because like, what's his command gonna be? You know?
I don't know. He's just
He also might be amped
he's just
up.
such a freak where I'm
That's why I'm
like.
afraid he's gonna have the strikeouts.
But I'm also he's such a freak where he could just if he's had 4 strikeouts, you're like yeah.
The most he's going is 2 innings. So
I know he could still have 4 strikeouts.
I might take that walk play. I'm gonna take that walk play.
Alright.
I'm gonna take the walk play.
add it to your card.
I am.
We will be back tomorrow. Good show. Crazy sports weekend. And yeah, we're back tomorrow with
Rico and I are gonna be doing dozens stuff. We're not gonna be here.
yeah, me,
Miss
Ev,
you
and
guys.
Hubs. So loud. Me, Cubs, and Ev will be in.